Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Is it your time to shine? Guess what? It is. So let's dive into it today, and if you haven't already, subscribe, drop a comment below, and hit the bell, get all the latest news in cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin is still struggling to hit 50K, but it is starting to change. So right now, Bitcoin is sitting at about 0.79% down for the day, not too bad, but it is starting to make a recovery. We are looking like we're starting to kind of go into a range. Showing that it's actually just kind of moving this kind of way, right? So as long as we're kind of bouncing off the support here, it's not going to be too bad. So I think we're going to kind of move up. It is starting to look like the selling volume is kind of getting down, which is a good thing. But we do want to see a little bit stronger support from our buyers here. We do want to see that kind of continue up, especially when we're looking at the MACD, that 200 moving day average. We want to see that cross just a little bit until tomorrow so we can actually get back on that bull and ride it to the moon. That's where we want to see with Bitcoin. It's starting to look there, but we're going to look at some other coins today as well to dive into that. But I think all in all, it's pretty good on the Bitcoin side. So we've kind of had that long downward way, and we've kind of, honestly, we've looked, when you're looking at this, we're kind of sitting in that triangle pattern that's been happening, and that's cool. Because it's just showing this can continue. Now, as long as we don't really drop below 45, I think we're going to be okay and we're going to pump. But it's starting to show really good, strong signs that it's actually going to start and get ready to go there. Are we going to 100K before Christmas? Probably not. Will we go there probably this spring? I hope so. So let's go on to some other coins right now and kind of give you that thing. AVAX. AVAX is also sitting in a triangle formation, showing a continuation and actually breaking out, shifting all power to the buyers. So it is showing pretty good signs. It is actually in that bull run. It is showing good signs, guys. This is your time to actually get up out of your seat and go and invest and make some money. If you don't do it now, you're missing out. It looks like what it's doing. I know I'm missing out right now, sitting here talking to you guys. So don't be like me. Make some money. So AVAX is doing great at 4.41% for the daily. Just absolutely killing it. It's sitting at $105. So still moving up. Of course, that moving day average is crossing in again, of course, with that volume, still showing very good signs and looking very bullish as well. Speaking about DOT, right? Speaking about them, they're doing really great too. That same pattern's kind of showing up all across the board. And we're going to go into the market a little bit later too, but these are all coins to really kind of be paying attention to because they're starting to move. Now, we had that kind of downward way, like when we're looking for the... since like October, November, right, we've just kind of been going down with these coins. But then things started to change, right? So these candles actually started getting weaker and weaker, these red candles. So it started to show that there was going to be a shift in the market, and that's what we have. But we are in this kind of this triangle. Now, when this triangle is coming, as it gets closer and closer to resistance, it's really setting it up to really make a breakout. And when that happens, that is a good thing because considering that we're still looking up, from some of these areas pretty good. So for example, if this breaks out this right around here, I mean, we're looking at, $34, right? So we're looking we're looking pretty good here. All right, so we're looking for about a 4 or 5% increase just from sitting at DOT, right? And that's pretty good in my eyes. So I'll take that. So it's going, and that's just next. That's like minimum. That's a play area, right? So we can really kind of dive in there as well. Also going to Doge. Dogecoin has actually shot up, doing fantastic. Of course, we have some red candles kind of coming up, not the greatest, but hey, in the market, it's not so bad because you do want to see like some healthy movement here, right? Some trend lines going up here, a retracement here, a trend here, but it did jump and it completely surged. And of course, again, if we're speaking about that crossover, it kind of crossed over in the same way. So it looks just like a little bit of retracement. I think it's going to go back up pretty soon. We were moving down in that kind of like wedge-like formation. Not quite a wedge just yet, but my lines aren't just perfect. But it was showing that it was actually time to break out and break through. And this is what this is. So I would expect for it to be up much higher by the 17th, the 18th. Giving that time by the 20th, it should actually be running with it as well. So it's definitely our time to shine. We're going to the moon. The market is actually starting to flip out a little bit. And it's doing really well. So this is where you want to pay attention to. Is these moments right now, because January's right around the corner, and typically in crypto the December is pretty bad, but you kind of see it. But right now, what's weird is that it's already starting to make this move. So we can have a really good spring this year. We can have a really good summer. So that's where we want to see. So looking at the market, Bitcoin 48.5, sitting at 3.31% for the 24-hour, just shy at even for the weekly, not bad. Ethereum 4,000 is up double digits by 10.91% for the 24-hour period, and only down by 3.03%. If you're speaking about Solana, up double digits for the daily as well, 15.60%, and 0.005 up for the weekly. Even Cardano's actually starting to make a comeback from here at 7.36%, and I think if anybody can come back, as well, if Cardano can come back, anybody can. So this is where we're kind of sitting. That should give you hope, right? So it's not, I don't think it's actually coming back, but if they're going to make a big gain, if they're going to make a much higher up, then I think anybody will, right? So it gives me hope. XRP is also doing well at 5.66% for the daily and minus 8.18%. Polkadot is up double digits as well, 12.14% for the daily. AVAX is up 12.48%, 20 for the weekly, killing it. Terra Luna's doing it very well, 18.82% as well. Matic is also doing great, 17.20. These are all big signs. Chainlink's up by 12. You have Algorand as well, Algo sitting up at almost 10%. So all of these coins are really almost in the double digits for the day. Axie Infinity, 10.68. You have Mana at 10.92. You have Elrond sitting at 13.62. Look at all this down here, right? And these, we were speaking about these much a lot before, because I was telling you, dude, these altcoins, these gaming coins, all of these guys are really going to start jumping up, and this is actually your proof, right? So we had some time it was still down, but they're starting to roar. They're on their way. Even HBAR is sitting up at 18.47. Now look, it's 36. These are where it's at. This is your money makers, right? So even when we're looking at the market cap, right? So what? Look at that, like 5 million market cap. Now these aren't like the greatest, right, for the market cap, but you really want to kind of be up and around the 25,000 or 25 million mark. You do want to be up in that area for these coins like AVAX, for example, 25,000. Terra Luna and Doge is even up there. That's really going to have some ways to go. And you also have a lot of, you want to pay attention to the circulating supply as well. Even Crows jumped up too a lot, so definitely pay attention to those. Guys, you're right. This is confirming it. Data to back it. It is jumping. Take your time. Subscribe, drop a comment, and I will see you guys next time.